What's up, guys? In today's video I want to talk about Charizard, currently one of the best junglers in the game, one of the most popular Pokemon. I'm going to go very into depth on how to play him and explain gameplay. White items, rerun muscle bands, scope blends, and weakness policy I'm currently tying, because Charizard's actually someone that gets hit a lot. You can also run attack bait, floatstone, focus band, razor claws, your third item. And you can also go for the crown maybe in the future. The lifesteal one sounds quite good. We always start the game with Flame Burst, because Flame Burst sets the enemies on fire. This is very important for Charizard. Flame Burst, Flamethrower, and Fire Punch, only these three moves set targets on fire. Flare Blitz and Fire Blast doesn't. And that's where Charizard's entire auto-attack damage comes from. So, if you don't hit one of these abilities, you pretty much will not do damage to anyone. So you always abandon. If you miss your Flamethrower in a 1v1, you kind of can't really fight anymore. That's very important. I think a lot of people are not aware of it. Only those moves down here, so Flame Burst, Flamethrower, and Fire Punch, can burn targets. And the Unite move, of course. Unite move, you don't have to use anything. You can just go in and burn. So Charizard's very important to farm a lot of experience on. You want to be high level. I'm just going to take this Bite away since it's still up. Get my team to secure this. Now we can maybe walk up and look for a score. But the enemy jungler's here. So I'm going to Flamethrower him. And we start kiting. Always at max range if we can. We start kiting. Throw out our Fire Spin. And we get a nice KO on the enemy jungler. Very important. The Flamethrower gives you move speed upon hitting it. So you can start kiting a lot. Always important to stay at your max auto-attack range as well. And, you know, try to dodge things, because you're very good at dodging things. You're very fast. You get the Ataria, and now we go for the Scyther, thanks to our Mamoswine setting up this KO. Now we go for the Spy Toy. This one doesn't exist anymore. This one is gone now. There's only this one. So we do this, go into blue buff, do an entire rotation, and then we can look for a gank again. So we take blue buff. And if it's too late right here, let's say you're at 8-10, you just do blue buff, red buff, and you go back to mid lane. So, but right now, because I have so much time before 8 minutes, I will start doing every Bite Toy. And I'm also going to take this red buff, of course, and then we go towards mid lane for the Atarias. I'm going to ping my team once, then hope that someone moves. That's what you should do as a jungler. So any moment now, I'm like here asking for assistance. I'm pinging one time, check it out, and hope that my top or bot lane moves. My top lane, Mamoswine, should be here for sure, at least. So I see two right here. I'm a bit patient. Flamethrower in or walk in. Just take some of the last hits. Here's where I overextend. I thought it was totally fine. I hit my Flamethrower onto the Eldegoss. I use full here to go away from the slow. Hit my Flamethrower again. Sadly, my bot lane has no idea what's going on. My Clefable is completely lost. But I guess it's my fault. I overextended a tiny bit and got punished for it. But yeah, like if you play support or tank on top or bot lane, you should really help your jungler at 8 minutes at the mid Atarias. Very important. So now we died. Not the end of the world yet. We only died to a support as well. So it could be much worse. Gonna run towards bot lane, but they break it. So everything's back up. I'm gonna farm level 9. And then we're gonna look for a Unite and maybe a top fight. We don't want to fight bot anymore, because bot we don't have a goal, so they could chase us down. It could be a very unfavorable fight. So I'm gonna walk towards top lane now. Maybe still have a goal behind us. And go for this objective instead. That's how you play objectives. You kinda don't want to go where it's difficult to fight. So if you go towards bot lane now to fight, we could get flanked. It could be quite difficult. Get to level 9 now, still at 3 minutes into the game, and I'm Flare Blitzing, Flamethrowing this guy. You can always start with the Flare Blitz as well if you can, because then you're... And this as well, this is actually kind of tilted right here. So after that happened bot lane, after this Ivysaur, he had 5 points, I had 23, the goal was 4, and he said he breaks it. Happens right now, what you can do. So, yeah, we go for the Regieleki now. Try to secure it. You can always use your Flare Blitz first as well, it gives you shield, and then it's easy to hit your Flamethrower 100% as well. So it's also quite nice. Take this Bite. I'm going to look for a Unite move right here. I really want to maybe push this in. Eldegoss not level 9 here. So I Flare Blitz in, Flamethrower, insta Unite move, and we're going to try to kill the Eldegoss before he gets level 9, which we barely do. Like, he could have scaled it maybe there in time. Was very close. Go for the Scissor now. Our Clefable actually rage quit now, so this game turned into 4v5, but I still thought it was a very good Charizard game. So I still tried my hardest to win this. We go in for a Flamethrower. Again, only auto-attack and go in if your Flamethrower hits. If it doesn't, you have to abandon. We start kiting. You can see me, I always stay at my max range. And I perfectly kill the Dragon Knight, the Garchomp with the Regieleki together by damaging it enough for the Regieleki to finish it off and staying at max range without me dying. So Gardo was taking my buff on bot side, which is totally fine. He needs level 9. So I'm just going to go up here, take my red buff, try to farm my next Unite move up. They're currently pushing top lane. Sadly, no one is there defending. Would have been nice. I'm going to look right here to maybe get it in time, but he does get it off. And we just, again, we play at max range. You can see I play very careful. I don't go in too deep. Hit another Flamethrower, get my move speed. On the Flare Blitz this guy. This is or dies. Now we Flamethrower the Eldegoss, which does have Unite, I think, but I'm still chasing him down. Even if he has to use Nightmare Free, I'm quite happy. Flamethrower, I get move speed, I auto-attack, I use a Flare Blitz. You can always see me kiting back now again. Can't kill the Aedigos. I kite back, but I'm not leaving yet. You can see me, I blast around my max range. I completely abuse the Flamethrower move speed that I'm getting all the time, right? And always make sure that you do that. Like, he's so fast, it's very hard to keep, to catch the Charizard. He sadly this buffs is for 1 HP, and then it jukes my Flamethrower. So I have to walk back, sadly waste some time. I could have scored 40 points on bot side. It's a bit of a mistake, sadly. And again, Flare Blitz, Flamethrower, we go in, auto-attack the Aedigos. Gardevoir misses Unite, which is okay, happens. Probably for not used on the Aedigos anyways. Now the Flamethrower hits, we go in. Flamethrower, the Gardevoir, and Scissor, but yeah, you have to be a bit careful here. 2% of my Unite, so I just have to be a bit careful. I try to juke away from the Garchomp, full heal just in case I'm slowed. And now we have our Unite move, which I'm going to use to heal up. Unite move of Charizard actually heals more, so you can see the low of numbers right here. I'm going to start using it to heal up. Sadly, I was hoping then my team would fight a bit more as well, so I can actually use my Unite to go for them. But yeah, they sadly didn't. Looking for this Registeel now, which is resetting. Flamethrower again into Flare Blitz. And then we instantly move away again because we see more people coming. And yeah. Just going to take this. Now we have to abandon this. There's no way we can win this fight. Again, we still on the 4v5. We actually do have a bot. But the game is still looking quite good. We do take Registeel on top side. We have to abandon bot lane. Going to go back to jungle and farm maybe another Unite move that I can maybe use. Charizard can almost Unite move every single minute. He's very fast at farming. Especially if you take like Baltoys or Altarias on the map. It gets up quite fast. So I see Altarias up. I'm going to go for it. Now I see that our Registeel went in. So I'm just going to take a look. I'm going to take a look for it. It's quite risky if I die right here, but it's not too bad. Flamethrower this away, get move speed. We walk in. And now, so what happens right here is as well, a lot of people don't know that. When Registeel is in the goal, it doesn't heal or doesn't give a shield. So I can actually start fighting the Scissor up on the goal. So I Flamethrower him, auto-attack, 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 he dies. I go over here, I Flamethrower again. I will Flare Blitz across this wall now, because I get a shield, and I can score one time. And now my Unite move is back up. So we played around our Unite move with scoring, and now we can Unite move and maybe live as well. So I Unite move. If Slow Brace Unite, it's fine. I'm going to try to KO him with my burn as well. The burn goes through shields. Sadly, didn't have enough damage, but it's totally fine. I live now. Now I can escape. Use my Flamethrower on the Scissor to get move speed and get away. Aedigos coming from the left side, and yeah, Scissor actually didn't want to chase me. Aedigos was trying, and we actually get away. Jumping on bot side now, using a Flamethrower. I'm going to start out there. You can see how much I juked there. I literally juked all of his abilities with my move speed, right? That's how it's supposed to be. So that's very important that you move after every auto attack and try to have unpredictable movement, right? So right here, I dodge his future side with the move speed after Flare Blitz as well. And then we also dodge the stun, and then we dodge another future side. And it just looks very elegant. Like, Charizard's a bit of a dancer, I feel like. He's just very elegant, dancing around enemy abilities. And now, mid Altarias up again, maybe. I was checking for them, but they're not. And right here, I noticed that these are still up. I see this dot on the map. And I still want my Unite move to back up. So I'm heading towards top side. Looking for it. Obviously, you have to be careful, but yeah. Going with the Flamethrower, auto-attack. And you can see already kiting kind of back just in case something comes close to me. We can always do a Flamethrower on someone and auto-escape with it. So we level 40 now. Very strong. Flare Blitz, Flamethrower onto the Slowbro. And you can see me, I always take step back because I don't know how many people are behind him. Another Flamethrower, basic attacking. I could chase the Scissor right here, but it's kind of scary. But I do in the end decide to go for it with the Flare Blitz over it. Because my Venusaur's, drawing a lot of attention of them. I have to be careful again. I'm currently splitting this bush, because if I see the Gardevoir walk here while his enemy team is walk here, I could engage on her. I have to be careful. My Unite move is still on cooldown because I didn't farm enough. Using my Flamethrower. I'm going to use one Flare Blitz here for a shield into a full heal so I get away, don't get slowed, and then we Flamethrower. Now, Slowbro is a bit of an issue right here, but luckily, again, someone is up here drawing attention, so we get this Unite move out for free. Slowbro Unite is one of the biggest counters to Charizard Unite. It can completely lock me down, so that is gone. I have free roam now. We kill the Slowbro, and yeah, still need 9% of my Unite move, so we just be a bit careful. We auto-attack Rayquaza, but maybe force the enemies into a fight, heal up a bit. And yeah, I'm going to instantly use my Unite move now, same story as bot lane. I can use it to heal up as well. So, we go on someone right here, I just Unite move the Scissor. I got to be careful that they don't have Unstoppable as well, so Charizard doesn't get, cancelled. And we use our max range again. You can see I don't fly directly above them, because then Scissor can actually maybe kill me. I try to stay at max range, now I walk back over, finish off the Aedigos, and we can even fly over terrain, which makes it even harder for us to hit. So you can see me flying over terrain right here, keep our distance, and it's very hard for me to get hit. And yeah, now, still kind of low right now. We stay in the 4v5. If our Cliff Haven was here, we could maybe, you know, do something. And I sadly can't make it across this wall because the hitbox of Rayquaza is like somewhere here. So like even though it's up here, you literally can't hit it. It's quite annoying. So right now, getting away from the Godlike Unite, I'm going to start healing up a bit on the blue buff. But it's looking still difficult. We still have to refight. And yeah, 2 of them are dead. 2 of us are dead. I'm going to decide to finally recoil. Maybe I should have done it earlier, just stick around. Just because with Flare Blitz, I can always go back in, right? Since it gives me a shield. I can always kind of go back in and look for something. I kind of want one more Unite move maybe, which is kind of close. But if I do these, we can maybe do something. Still, I kind of have to wait for my Venusaur to be back anyways. Here's this Unite move up, so you can still win us the fight. But our Venusaur is currently sitting in base, also waiting quite long. And sadly, the enemies just do Rayquaza right here. I'm looking just for KOs, because I can't really last hit Rayquaza. I tried my Flamethrower right here. It goes over to Garchomp. Then we started just flipping it. I don't know, but was our Venusaur actually not in... He was kind of long in base there. I mean, he did respawn, and then he was waiting a bit long. And you can see on the jump pad right here. I think he was waiting for someone to maybe cap, and then he saw there on Rayquaza. So yeah, it's quite difficult. And then we decided to flip Rayquaza, which, you know, can still be maybe salvaged. We're gonna look for KOs right now if we can. But they all have the Rayquaza sheet, have more damage, and we are slowed and go down. So I thought it was still a pretty good Charizard game. Even for 4v5, we tried very hard to win it, and it was very close in the end. We had a very good last team fight. Sadly, they respawned, and they just did Rayquaza with Garchomp, you know. So it was quite close. Points were pretty much even, and we ended up with 113,000 damage. Obviously, reporting the Cliff Haven for you know, leaving the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel.